Building homes practically runs in Ryan Rossi's blood. He's a fourth-generation contractor who spared no detail for this tiny home.
It's fireproof. You're not going to have wood, rot, or termites.
Rossi is a co-founder of a housing company called Foldum Net Zero Energy Systems and says their new semi-permanent shelter, equipped with beds, a kitchenette, and full bathroom, can provide much-needed housing for the homeless with more amenities than a tent or pallet shelter.
We want to make these as civilized as possible. I basically say I want it so that my grandma could sleep in here and be comfortable and feel safe.
With more than 170,000 people in California's streets last year, according to federal data, Foldum NZE is part of a new statewide plan announced by Governor Newsom to deploy 1,200 tiny homes to 4 cities, including Los Angeles.
We see the homeless issue as something that's totally solvable. Toyota made 10 million cars last year. There's only 500,000 homeless in the United States, according to the count. And so we can easily make that many houses. We just need to find the land to put them on.
It's not only the land, but also working with local governments and cities to fund semi-permanent shelters for the homeless. The company hopes to install as many as 1,000 units across 10 sites over the next 2 years in LA. Rossi says given how easily the units can fold up and transport to all corners of the globe, they can also house disaster relief workers or refugees. The homes are even self-powered with solar panels and a battery storage system, according to the startup's chief strategic officer, Phil Roberts.
It has a dual purpose. One is obviously to power those homes for the people living in those homes. But when needed, then the DWP, the utility, then could take the power and put it back into the grid.
All of that energy is especially helpful when there's a lot of demand on the power grid, says Amir Tabak with LA-DWP.
If you're going to have tens of thousands of units in LA, this will take care of the peak load, and we don't have to worry about power outages to the homeless and low-income communities.
Rossi says he's hoping to mass produce and deploy these units to other cities as well, including Miami and Portland, as quickly as possible.
We can have basically an area set up with a dozen of these units within an hour.
Taking a rapid approach to a long-standing problem.